games might count the same, but some carry a little more juice. And when you get to this point in the season, a couple of teams in the top 10 fighting for their playoff lives and positioning, this one feels a little special. It's the Missouri Tigers and the Clemson Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
The Missouri head coach told me before the game he understands that they are walking into a very difficult situation today. Their opponents have a big winning streak on hand, but so do they. He said, I believe that we can come and set the tone early. Look for them to be very balanced in their play calling, show why they've won these games 3 in a row, and really set the tone here early in the first quarter. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. Going to the ground. Look out, he's got room. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. This Tiger running game starting to show some juice, sort of a C.J. Spiller type of feel.
Yeah, and it doesn't always hit you early. It doesn't always hit you on the first possession, but I do think they've done a good job over the years, Clemson, with sticking with the run game, creating that balance, trying to get those first downs, and trying to create some tempo against your defense.
They'll give it to him again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw. It's Reynolds. Fires to the right. Throws it in. Quick step and go. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. On the run, it's Davidson. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6, so nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll try it over the left side. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Here we go, ready. 1-18, check. Go.
Calls his own number. Maybe a crease. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Clemson.
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays, and on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find something.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. It's pretty obvious what's at stake here, guys. A top 10 matchup, winner, good shot at the playoff, and the loser is probably going to need some help.
Yeah, so further cementing your resume, making that exclamation point on the schedule, giving that committee something to look at and go, here's a top 10 win. This is a big deal for my schedule. Big proving moment.
And that's why you play football for one of these two programs, for games like this, for the opportunity to reach the college football playoff. You knew these two teams were on a collision course. That's the opportunity ahead of you to go get it done in front of a lot of eyeballs watching.
Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The handoff to Johnson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for a man. It's Reynolds. Skips away from pressure. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Working the middle, it's complete. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. Between the uprights, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the move from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Here's Simmons to throw. Makes the catch. It's Hardy. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Missouri gets to the line quickly. Simmons from the gun on third down. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Simmons. Got it behind the line, it's Hardy. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They'll give it to Hardy. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And it really doesn't matter who plays quarterback in this offense because Ahmad Hardy is option 1, 2, and 3. And you saw him a year ago, man. Not only does he have that home run speed to make big plays, but he also runs that stretch play so nice and breaks tackles and uses his physicality. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like that in the backfield.
Yeah, and you mentioned the breaking tackles. That was really the thing. His contact balance and his ability to somehow stay on his feet on those outside zone plays were huge for Missouri's offense a year ago, and they're going to be looking to do that again. You better pack a lunch on defense every single time you're playing this guy. No question, we're expecting big things from him this season.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making checks.
Freeze! Return!
Looking downfield, it's Reynolds. Snags it over the middle. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
You know, Clemson football is at its best when they've got that guy at the helm that can be a playmaker. And Cade Klubnik had some of those flashes, right? Like going to the college football playoff the year before. But Clemson returning back to humanity a year ago. Not a good season for them. And Jesse, they didn't go out and get the 5-star commit in the portal. They didn't go out and pay a lot of money. They believe in developing it through high school and the guys they brought in.
Is it the guy, then? Because you mentioned it, David, and you're so right. When they had Deshaun Watson or they had Trevor Lawrence, they were the guy. They were the guy that took this offense, took this entire team to a national championship caliber level. They were true alphas at the quarterback position, and now we're going to find out if this new guy is the guy.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
Here we go, ready. Black 14. Go.
He'll try the left side. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. From the red zone, it's Johnson. Got enough space. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
129, go, go!
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He is denied, and it'll be second and goal. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Using his feet. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it second. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. And he's in! Touchdown, Clemson! They got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And how about this offensive line? Third and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on their running back to score that touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. So they covered 42 yards on the drive. It was closed down by the short yardage touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Simmons throws to the tight end. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Got a man, it's Lee. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Missouri wants to go fast. Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they can put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Go into the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game in a heartbeat. But this offense hasn't had much to cheer about yet. That play gives them one play. Now let's go build on it and make something happen before the half.
Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's second and 2. Throwing Simmons. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hardy. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the first down. And they saw something they like because here they come right back on the ball to run another play.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a first and 10.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. He's brought down. A short return to the defense comes out on top of the pick.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Reynolds. Good timing on the quick out. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Clemson calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Might be changing the route.
Ready, go!
2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Pulls it in, it's Johnson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Tigers spin their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half.
Here we go, ready! Booster, booster! Ready, go!
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Gets it out quickly. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Clemson jumps to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Rushes on him. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He'll try to take it back. The 40. He's at the 30. And he gets the interception and finally run out of bounds, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the number 5 team, the Michigan Wolverines. And it's the Wolverines on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates. And while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some
looking long. And he went for it all in the first play of the drive and come up empty.
I love the defensive mentality coming out here early in the 3rd quarter. They've got the lead. They know the offense is going to be aggressive and start taking shots. A really nice play call that time, and an even better job in the back end in the secondary being ready for it. It just feels, guys, in this game like the defense is staying one step ahead.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Snagged out of the air.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the 1st down.
Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Here's Simmons to throw. Fakes the grab on the left. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to being
upstairs to make the catch. The Tigers are in the hurry-up. Looking for a man. It's Simmons. Finds his big tight end. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that and start flying down, getting ready to play that.
Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri.
And finally, guys, we've been talking about this offense. When are they going to get it going? When are they going to have that spark? They make the play. They finally get on the board. Now, can they keep the momentum going? Can they play complementary football? Can the defense get a few stops and the offense keep this up?
Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might be calling a hot route.
Return.
Looking to pass, it's Reynolds. He rifles one deep down the right side. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that, dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Simmons. That's caught. It's Terry. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on 3rd down. In the red area, it's Hardy. Makes his man miss. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. And the Tigers want to move quickly. From the gun. He's going for the goal line. Into the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football. But here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll run it to the right side. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
I love the play call there, and I love the run for a variety of reasons. Obviously, you're trying to settle your quarterback down after throwing 2 picks in the last 2 drives, but also you're able to generate a really nice game for this offense and make second and
finding some room. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
To the ground. He's got it again. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
Here we go, ready. Black 88, Black 88.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short. Teams want to make their move in the rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down.
Ready. Over.
Go! Takes the handoff. It's Davidson.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Quarterback making adjustments. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air. It's Reynolds. Puts it out of the air. There he goes. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7.
We always talk about yak, and that was 3rd and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And I got to know on offense, right? When I get in this situation down near the goal line, I got to get physical, finish my run forward, not start dancing around, going all over the place and losing yards. That's just bad offense.
22-90 Mountain. 22-90 Mountain. Go.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And they're able to get him down, but not before he gets to the 2.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2.
Red 80. Red 80. Flip, flip, flip. Red 80, go.
The give. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2.
129, 129. Check, check, check. 14-24 plus. 14-24. Go, go.
They'll try to pound their way in. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Tigers. The Tigers are back on top.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up. And getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And they tacked on the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Quickly to the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
Well, they've got a ways to go if they're going to win this game. It's all about getting the drive started. They come away with a positive play to get this thing going. Let's see what they can do now.
Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Throwing Simmons. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Terry. There he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. The Tigers are back on top.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
Blue 22, blue 22. Go, go.
Right back to the well. Could be an alley. He's at the 10. He is in. Touchdown, Tigers. The Tigers are back on top.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And the extra point is good. looking for an alley from inside his own 20. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Here come the Missouri Tigers, the offense ready to go to work. Here's Simmons to throw. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Simmons. He wants a big play here late. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Throwing right. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. They're moving quickly after that big 4th down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set. Simmons looking to the big tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
Man, you got to like these last 2 plays by this offense. You understand, you're in a deficit. You've got to score multiple times to get back in this football game. Nice job pushing the ball down the field, making explosive plays. They're going to need more of it, and they're going to need it fast.
Missouri wants to go fast.
This is an offense that has skill, and they've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
Again, it's Simmons. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
This one's complete.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Men don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down. And now the offense is in an interesting situation.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And he got it! And they're back within a score here in the 4th.
Nice job making that field goal. You're down in possession here late in the game. You've got 2 timeouts in your back pocket. Do you trust your defense to be able to go out, get a stop, and get you the football back for one final shot? We're going to see.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. These onside kicks are nearly impossible anyway, but you have to at least give them a chance by getting the ball 10 yards. They'll take the penalty and take over with the lead. The Tigers will try to run out the clock in the final minute. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to put a bow on this one. Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. All the way down to the 25-yard line. It's 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. They'll ride the hot hand. Here's a little room there. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Tigers. close to going to 8-1 on the season. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throwing Simmons. With the catch, it's Lee. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Motion from the wide receiver. Scanning the field, it's Simmons. Fires to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation?
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Offense with jumbo personnel. Looking for space, it's Davidson. Makes it past the marker. Good job up front to get it out to the 22 before he's knocked out of bounds.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the fourth quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not letting off the gas pedal right now, and as a coach, you love to see that.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And listen, the defense has made it a priority to try to rip the football free. You saw them that time really trying to go for that turnover, but nice job breaking tackles, really good ball security by the running back.
Find some fresh air. And he'll be tackled, and that'll bring us to the end of the game.